All right, coaches, thanks for being on. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and throw a Google link in the chat. So it takes you to a Google slide, and that's where we'll be doing most of our work today. So make sure you're able to jump onto that. Thanks for being on, and let me lead you through this material about leading the player. So in the Learning Center, I had given a pre-contact task of triangle, circle, square. And so we're going to send you out to your breakout rooms now. You need to find the slide with your group on it and your assignments. Okay, it says at the top of the slide, and then it gives the task of triangle, square, circle. So 3 things that were important points to the module that you watched, something that squares with you, so the beliefs and the practices of you as a coach, and then something that's still swirling around, circling around in your brain. Okay, so we'll have a 5-minute chat quickly with your group to get that done. We'll see your work in the Google Slides, and then we'll come back and we'll have someone share some of the items in their discussion. So Colton, will you please send them out to the groups?
Yep, I have about 5 names left to populate. Can I just click create, and those who I've already populated, are they able to join?
Yep. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So the 5 of you who don't get immediately placed, don't worry, I still have to place you. But for those who have, there you are. And I'll go back in right now and finish. Well, can I? Yes, I'll go back in and finish the Mac, Will, Gabe, Justin, Brandon, Elliot, Etta, Gil. I thought I placed a lot of you. Mac 3. Brandon 5.
Barkley should be in room 8. It's probably under.
Okay.
William. Sorry, it says William. And then
That's 2. These people must have rejoined. 2 more, Gilbert and Jose. Gilbert 8. Jose 1. Apply. Okay. Whew. There we go.
We got one more left in the room right now with us. Is it? Oh, he left. I think the duration's too long on this one. We'll send a warning message to him when they come back. Oh, sorry. Oh, you did. Sorry.
Manually replay. I can't remember on Big Blue Button. Will I have to drag?
It keeps them in the same rooms.
Okay. All right. Good.
Yeah. Starting to head back.
Oh, we're back. Okay.
All right, so it's just a quick grounding activity for you guys to catch up and just reflect on the module that you watched related to leading the player. So Marcus, room 5, Marcus and Brandon, you got quite a bit of work done. Can you share just 3 impactful points, your triangle, from the module?
Yeah, so from what we put on the slide, like the 3 things we discussed was how impactful we as coaches, we can be to our players, like in every area, like the personal satisfaction, enjoyment of the game, their motivations, their perception of the sport, and just ultimately like how much of an impact we can have as on their lives as an individual. And then just the modules, the 4 C's, the 3+1 C, that was the introduction to that was pretty cool. Like the closeness, commitment, complementary, cool orientation. And then the third one was just how all of that impacts the performance for both us as coaches and the players.
Yeah, I found that interesting too about how it all tied in and that the effectiveness of our coaching is impacted by our relationship with our players. So the athletes we work with. So thanks for sharing, Marcus. Room 7, Bo. What was something that squared with your beliefs or what you do as a coach?
Yeah, so we were just chatting about in some personal situations we've all had recently where we've had to get or give feedback to parents and players, and just how just critical that is to be able to do that, not just because it makes everybody happier, but because it actually can affect the performance of the player on the field. Right?
Sometimes we tend to avoid that because some of those conversations can be tough, but how necessary, and then at the end of it, doing it correctly and in a positive fashion, right? It can be really rewarding and helpful. What was something that was still circling in your head from the module?
We were chatting a little bit about that survey. We hadn't looked at the link you sent yet, but just like it would be interesting. So many of these things are like subjective, right? They're qualitative, but so having something that could actually be quantitative that you could apply to this would be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that's something that's going on in my own environment of like you have keyboard warriors, right? And so what information you're collecting, how is it helpful in terms of your actions and a plan? So thanks for sharing, you guys. I appreciate it. So today's objectives. Are you guys able to see the screen okay? Working? Okay, awesome. Thank you. So today, meeting objectives is obviously we're describing the player development framework, key qualities, and player positional profile in terms of relationship to leading the player. We're going to collaborate with each other, and I think this opportunity is great because we had some feedback about wanting some best practices in your own environments and then a platform for you guys to share that. So here's our opportunity to do that. Okay, learning outcomes. So obviously just a deeper knowledge and understanding of leading the player, okay, and how you're going to do that, and specifically relating it to your assignment 4A, 4B, okay? And in terms of that, the assignment is how are you going to create that individual development plan with your player? Resources, and again, I listed these in the Learning Center. And so as you jump into your breakout rooms to do your group work today, you'll want to have these handy. They were listed in the Learning Center. So you should be able to just click the link and download what you'll need. So as you're assigned to your situation, your scenario with your specific age group, you only need your age group framework. And then on top of that, you'll need your positional profiles and the key qualities of a player. Access to those and up and ready. All right, so before we jump into our breakout rooms with our groups, when we have our